And as it finishes, the guys have just put up a fantastic battle. I'm going to speak to Tuan Lee if he can just come down here for us, because that was a super final. The biggest in Manchester, 268 runners. This guy's just going to give us a minute, because what a final. We've loved every single minute of it. What's it like? What's it been like the last 4 days?
It was just tough, innit? Tough, long day it's been. And yeah, it was a strong final, wasn't it? Yeah. And no one's got knocked out on, so I thought. So in the end, it was lucky that we all did the deal, because everyone's too tired in the end.
Yeah, the deal took quite a long time as well, wasn't it? It's one of those, eventually the ICM was done.
Yeah. So initially, we wanted to do a deal, and we didn't. Played a few more hands, and in the end, we all agreed.
Yeah. And to be fair, you were down to 8 bigs at one bit.
Yeah. Chipping a chair.
You got that fighting spirit, and it's the biggest field we've had in Manchester, and one of the best fields we've had as well.
Yeah, it was great. I had a great 3 days. It was absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic.
Cash games, the side events, super.
It has been. Tuan, you've entertained us, and I mean,
thank you.
You've proper entertained us.
Cheers, guys. Well, you got that, haven't you?
That is what it's all about, is entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Tuan Lee, who's in second place. Top man, but the winner, and not only just on a free roll, this has come from the passport that we talked about yesterday. Just come down here, Andy, just for... How you feeling, man?
Feeling great. I've just made £47,000, so happy days.
Absolutely. We talked earlier in the week about the passport and how good that promotion was.
It was very good.
For the second event of the lot to turn it into a trophy and the money, it's got to be great. I thought it might be the 4th or 5th event where I won, to be honest. I've run above expectation, so happy days. You're going to be travelling around all year, and it's very well earned. The field itself, how tough was that?
I mean, particularly heads up was brutal. No, I'm being silly. But it was stacked. You know, when I came back on day 3, I was looking at the list of players and who had chips, and I was thinking I could get a really bad seat draw. And I've been quite lucky. I've had quite good, I've had good players on my tables, but I've had quite good. I haven't had the horror tables. Yeah. So I've run pretty well in that respect. And I've had some pretty good hands on the final table. I cooled the most aggressive player.
I would say a bit of a roller coaster as well on the final. You were up there over the million earlier on, then you were back down to 300, 400,000.
Indeed, and it was getting a bit. When we were down to 4 players, it seemed to make sense to do a deal. It was people were getting the stacks in a lot more with more marginal hands now. So it was good. Yeah, all good.
That is just one of the best winners. We're going to get Chris to give us a trophy to the winner in Manchester, Mr. Andy Hills. What a fantastic performance. Sue is going to take Andy straight back over to the table and get all the photos and get everything done. Off you go, Andy, onto that table, and Sue will get Andy. Just amazing. What an event. Just tremendous. Well done, staff. Well done to everybody concerned here in Manchester. 268 runners. It has been one of the best. And I've got to say, thanks to Joe Beavers, thanks to Jeff Kimber for the commentary, but you lot in that commentary box today have been absolutely, and the last 4 days have just made my job so much easier this week. It has been the best it has been in the years we've been working with Cardroom Direct and the live stream. But what a winner, what a final. Chopped it in the end, but a deserved winner. Andy Hills is now champion after winning the passport for the year. We will see you. It starts in 3 weeks. We'll be there in 3.5 weeks up in Edinburgh for leg number 3. But from the Tower and the team, ta-ta.